In now today's section, I want us to consider the Jackson cross cylinder and its techniques. Very simple as that. Jackson cross cylinder. Now, a brief history. In 1887, there was this man called Edward Jackson. In fact, he tried to describe a method of detecting astigmatism by using what I call modified Stokes lens or modified Stokes lenses. So Mr. Edward Jackson tried to describe a method of detecting astigmatism using a modified Stokes lenses in 1887. So somewhere around 1907, Mr. Edward Jackson, in fact, tried to modify that by trying to also detect the axis of the astigmatism by using what I call the cross cylinder. So in 1887, Mr. Edward Jackson tried to describe the method of detecting astigmatism, and he used the modified Stokes lenses. And somewhere around 1907, he tried to modify that by trying to detect the axis of astigmatism by using the cross cylinder. So in 1887 was about trying to find out or to detect astigmatism, and in 1907 was to find out or to try to detect the axis of the astigmatism using the cross cylinder. So the cross cylinder with the handle, was then referred to as the Jackson cross cylinder. The person who tried to brought this concept is actually called Jackson. So in fact, that became Jackson's cross cylinder. That is that. Now, JCC, in short, Jackson cross cylinder, is used to determine the corrective lens power and its axis in patients with astigmatism. So this JCC, in fact, can also easily define the power, refine axis to determine the corrective power, to determine the corrective axis. So whether to find the axis or to refine axis, whether to find power of a cylinder or to refine the power of a cylinder, we use the JCC to do that. And in fact, it can also be used for testing near point of the eye. That is something to talk about a different day. So in this very session, I want us to look at the technique, how JCC is used to refine the axis of a cylinder, or probably the power of a cylinder, or to refine either the axis or power of the cylinder, as it should be. So it's a very simple technique that I think that at the end of the video, we are really going to appreciate the concept as it should be.